Hi YouTube, it's Mr.Burp, and it's my third Wi-Fi battle, and again I found my opponent on the Cerebi Purple Search MIRC. So well yeah, let's just watch the battle. So I'm challenged by Look at Me, and he leads off with Ambipom and I lead off with Oxy, and I'm like, yeah, that's great because he's gonna fake out and I can trick him so he has to switch. And I go for the trick, and instead of going for the fake out, he goes for the nasty plot. And I'm like, that's great because now my Uxie doesn't have to take any damage. Uh, and I'm rid of his lead. So I set up the stealth rocks on the switching, and he goes for a Blissey. And I'm like, god damn it. And I yawn him just to scare him away, and he goes for the Thunder Wave. So at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm slower than the Blissey. And he goes for the Seismic Toss, and Uxie takes like beast because Uxie is a beast. And I decide to go for the U-turn to get a safe switch in, and I go for the Salamence because he has a brick break, and that will hurt Blissey a lot because it's super effective and stuff like that. And he decides, oh no, he falls asleep. I'm sorry, he falls asleep, and he decides to switch, and he goes for the Dauphin, and I go for the brick break. Yeah, and at this point I'm like, god damn it, why Blissey? I face a lot of walls because, yeah, everyone has walls, but I'm like, oh no, why Blissey? I really, really hate Blissey. And I switch into my Starmie, expecting an Ice Shard or a Rapid Spin, and I know Starmie can take both, and Salamence can take the Ice Shard. And Starmie has the Surf, which is super effective against the Dauphin. So well yeah, I'm glad I switched him because I'm pretty sure that Ice Shard would have done a lot of damage to my mens. And he decides to switch again into his Blissey because it's a beast and he can take the Surf very well. And yeah, it does take the Surf very well. It does like nothing to Blissey, so I'm like, screw this. Um, I'm not sure it's gonna. Oh yeah, I expecting a Thunder Wave, so I go back into my Uxie because he's already paralyzed, and I got a safe switch in. Again, I decide to go for the yawn just to scare him away. And yeah, he goes for the Seismic Toss first because he's faster. And it does more than I expected at this point. I'm like, oh no. And I get the Parahex. But I'm pretty sure that I can survive another Seismic Toss. So I decide to stay in. And after the leftovers recoveries, he goes for the Seismic Toss again. And well, yeah, I survive because he doesn't get a crit. And I go for the yawn. And I'm really hoping that he's gonna switch out at this point because I hate Blissey. And all the match I was thinking I must kill all his Pokemon and then I have like 2 or 3 left to kill Blissey and that will work. And he switched into Dauphin and I switch into my Tyranitar. I get the Sandstorm off and I go for the Aqua Tail because it's super effective. And I'm pretty surprised that I had to go first. I thought Dauphin was faster, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I go for the Aqua Tail, and that does take out the Dauphin. And now he does a really strange thing. So I'm like, yeah, he's going for Blissey again, so I have to switch. But he goes into his Infernape. And I'm like, why would you switch into Infernape? He knows I'm locked into Aqua Tail. So I'm expecting the Earthquake. But I know I can survive one, but he goes for a grass knot, and I was like really scared because Tyranitar is heavy and stuff like that. But I survive with more than half, and I go for the Aqua Tail, and that will take out the Infernape. So I was like, yeah, why did you do that for? Because yeah, Blissey would have been better at this point, I think. And he does that now. He goes for the Blissey, and because I'm not sure Aqua Tail will hurt him a lot, I decide to go for Mens to get the brick break off, and I was pretty sure that he was gonna Thunder Wave me, but I was like, I don't care, I just wanna get rid of this fucking Blissey, and yeah, I get paralyzed, and I decide to go for the brick break. Yeah, this is a glinchy part. Oh no, not yet. Not yet, it's still gonna come. So he gets the leftover recoveries, and he withdraws. Again, he goes into his S-Elf, and I went for the brick break, but I get a Parahex. So I decide to switch my mens. Um, went for Tyranitar because yeah, Azelf can't really do anything against Tyranitar because it's dark and stuff like that. And he goes for the Thunder, and I'm really glad it missed because yeah, I think it would have hurt Tyranitar considering the high amount of special attack that Azelf has. And he decides to switch, and I predicted that very well, and I go for the Pursuit, and that will take out Azelf. But even I think that if he would have stayed in, yeah, that he still would have died from Pursuit. He decides to go for Blissey again, and I don't want to proceed. Blissey, yeah, this is the glinchy part. So you see that the rain dance and a sandstorm, but no one did like rain dance or Kyogre wasn't in place. So I was like, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, I switch into my men's just to get off the brick break. I get off the intimidate, and he goes for the seismic toss. And it does like nothing to my mens because mens is a beast. The rain is falling, and then we get sandstorm damage. So yeah, that's really glinchy. If any of you guys know what's happening here, leave a comment about it because yeah, it's really strange. So I decide to go for the brick break. He decides to go for the seismic toss, and he has to go first because I am paralyzed. And he doesn't take out me, so I'm like, please, please, please. Oh no, I get the parahex again, and that sucks. So again, yeah, the rain takes me out, but in fact it's a sandstorm, and it comes twice, and I'm like, oh no, 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 this is really, really not good. The rain, not that Mens is taken out. I don't care about that because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win. And I'm going for Oxy. Well, yeah, just because see what he does. And he goes to the seismic toss. And I go for the yawn to scare him away. And now the rain or the sandstorm, I don't know, will take out my Oxy. But I'm pretty sure that the whole glinchy thing about the two sandstorms, I don't think it mattered to the match because, yeah, to start we both get the double damage, and the double damage has taken out two of my Pokemon. But yeah, it doesn't matter. So I switch into Tyranitar, and with this health that Blissey has left, I'm like, yeah, Stone Edge can take him out because it's tapped, and I have the Choice Band, and Tyranitar has like killer attack, and yeah, it does take out Blissey. And yeah, that's great. So he has only two Pokemon left, and the first one is Latias, and I know that he's gonna surf, but I'm pretty sure I can survive one. So I take the surf like a dinosaur, and yeah, I survive with 24 hit points, and I go for the Stone Edge, and it does take out the Latias, and that's great. So his last Pokemon is Ambipom, and I'm like, yeah, he's probably faster, he may take out Tyranitar, but it doesn't matter because I have 3 Pokemon left. And he goes for the Shadow Ball. And I survive with 1 hit point, and I'm like, okay, game over. Yeah, and the Stone Edge, yeah, it does take out the Ambipom. So yeah, Tyranitar killed like 4 or 5 of his Pokemon. Yeah, that's really great. So yeah, good game, comment, rate, and subscribe. See you.